Hi everybody. I'm recording this on Friday, heading into the weekend, and this is going to serve as our preseason player parent meeting. And for you returning players and parents, you probably don't really need to watch this video, but we do have 5 incoming freshmen. I just want to make certain that everybody's on the same page and has a good idea of what to expect in the next couple of weeks as we get the season started. Because as you look at the schedule, we start practice and tryouts on August 1st, and we already have our first match on August 4th. So things move very quickly in our sport as far as getting things going. So the attached file that's on this band thread as well has this. I'm just going to be reading from that and kind of going in a little bit more depth to explain things, especially for new players and parents. Again, if you just want to skim through that document, that pretty much will cover everything as well. But just wanted to provide a little bit more information in case anybody has some additional questions. So first off, make certain that your paperwork is taken care of. Parents, you can go to this area on the Fort Loramie School website and click on the OneView link. Probably the toughest part is remembering your username and password for that, but I was able to take care of these for my daughters, and you can submit and view your online forms. Make certain you have everything. You have to do this for your back to school stuff, but then there's also an athletics forms section as well, and those items are all listed, and you can scroll through that and do as much or do what you need to do. This is where you will upload your physical form. That has to be done and turned in before August 1st. All of these items have to be done before August 1st in order for your son to participate at practice on August 1st. So make certain that that happens. If you're like me and my family, we have yet to get our physicals taken care of. When that is done, you will attach a document. You'll attach that form here. And get that uploaded. Parents, if you need any help in getting this done, I'm certain that your sons are tech savvy enough to help get that taken care of. So if you don't have the physical done yet, it's time. If you are hard pressed to find somebody to get your physical taken, or find a physical appointment, I would recommend Dr. Huddleston. Dr. Huddleston has been very helpful to us in the past in getting us taken care of on a short notice. So I would encourage you to reach out to Fort Loramie Chiropractic and Dr. Huddleston if you need to get your physical done in a timely manner here. So make sure you get that taken care of. The second item on our little agenda, and the reason it's high up there is because it is important. Just have a note about cheating. Cheating is something that we don't tolerate. In my 15 years of coaching at Fort Loramie, I feel like we have worked very hard, myself and previous players, in earning a reputation of pretty high standards when it comes to this component of our sport. So guys, don't get in any habits of shaving strokes, or you're counting everything, and we do things the right way in our program. So just make certain you understand that heading into the week of tryouts. Clarification on any uniform. You should have already taken care of your Studio 11 order. New players, the red shirt is what we'll wear for all of our matches. We typically go on a 2-year cycle for shirts, and freshmen, that's kind of the bad timing for you, because we will get new shirts again next year. But they are nice shirts, and you have a good golf shirt to wear in the coming years, for practice rounds and playing as well. So I do have a note about hats. Hats are optional. That's not a required part of our uniform. But I do ask that all hats either be a Fort Loramie hat or red, white, or black golf hat of some kind. I don't care what brand it might be or whatever. But I don't want to have Cincinnati Reds hats or Cincinnati Bengals hats or Browns hats or anything like that, being worn with our uniform. I do want us to look like golfers with that. I just have a quick note about shoes. If you do get new shoes, I encourage you to get shoes that are of our school color. Black, white, gray is totally great. I would rather you avoid, blues or something that doesn't quite match what we go with, because we do wear black shorts and we'll wear black slacks. Whatever you might, if you want to wear pants, you can wear pants, you can wear shorts as long as they're black. If you're getting a belt, I don't care if it's a black belt or a white belt. I don't have an opinion on that as well. So again, mostly for the newer players to know what you should be shopping for in your back to school time. If you don't have a pair of black pants, you should have a pair of black pants for the season and just in general as well as black shorts. Quick note about dress for tryouts and practices. Arrowhead, this is a point of emphasis for them. They want us to look like golfers when we're out there. So on days of practice after school, you should not be wearing athletic shorts and t-shirts out to the practice round. When you're on a golf course, you should look like a golfer. So wearing appropriate shorts, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a collared shirt. It could potentially be a shirt that would be something like this, but they would want us to avoid t-shirts as well. We do have whole maintenance assigned to us, so sometimes for practices we will take time to address bunkers and divots. That's something that has been done at Arrowhead for a number of years now. We've done that. I do have a note in here about our etiquette and how we carry ourselves at the golf course, not just Arrowhead, but all anywhere we go. The statement here, it says Fort Laramie golfers will make sure that our shoes are clean before we go into the clubhouse or into the restaurant. So after a round of golf, make certain that you don't have a bunch of debris on your shoes that you're going to carry in. Be courteous to the staff by saying please and thank you. Be aware and courteous of the other people that are in the clubhouse or in the restaurant. Be aware that they are there and respectful of them. We will always bus our own tables when we're finished, and we'll always push our chairs in when we're done. I make it a goal every year to be the best team out at Arrowhead when it comes to taking care of the clubhouse, taking care of the course. So I make it a goal to get a compliment from somebody on the staff to say, the Fort Laramie boys do a nice job of taking care of our area. So keep that in mind as we go into it. For new players and parents, the JV match schedule is a very fluid thing. It's difficult to get JV matches scheduled. There's not necessarily that many teams that have a JV team. It's difficult to find time on the course as well. Our JV coach, Aaron Turner, does a tremendous job of building the schedule and doing the best that can possibly be done. She's always looking for matches and times to get out there, and we'll put that. We'll do the best we can with it. We might only get 3 or 4 JV matches. I know we have some already scheduled before the season, which is great. But Saturday mornings, we might be able to slide out on the back nine at Arrowhead. Just hang with us and keep working, JV players. When league play is done at Arrowhead, that kind of opens some things up. So it might not be to the end of the season where we have a few more matches that we're able to get taken care of. With that note, again, new parents, understand that golf is a spectator sport. You can come watch. You're encouraged to. I think it's great for golfers to play with eyes on them and get kind of used to that feeling, and because it does add a little pressure at the beginning, but once you get used to it, it's an advantage to be able to have those extra set of eyes on you. So parents, family, and friends are definitely encouraged to come out and watch the matches. Just understand, parents, that you are not allowed to communicate with your player other than congratulations on a good shot. You can help them find a ball, but you cannot do anything that would be deemed as coaching, giving advice, or even like encouragement. Could potentially be viewed as coaching. So a good rule of thumb is to try to stay a half a hole ahead of the golfers. That way you can try to help find balls that might be lost in the woods or something like that, or if they're heading into the rough, you can help locate balls for players. you can communicate with the players in that, so, I got your ball right here, and help with that. Helps speed play along as well. Obviously, make certain that you're at a safe distance, a way to do that. So you are aware, Arrowhead does rent carts. So if you have grandparents or other family members that would want to come watch but aren't sure about getting around the course, most courses, including Arrowhead, do rent carts out to spectators. And then just make certain that when you do step on the course, you're aware of your cell phone not being a distraction to everybody else. One of the things that we do ask for all players is to supply, I have in here in the document a 12-pack of a sports drinks, and I realize that most sports drinks aren't sold in a 12-pack, so whether it's 2 8-packs or whatever it might be, Gatorade, Powerade, Propel, those types of things. I will always have drinks, as will Aaron Turner during the JV matches. We will have a drink ready for the guys at some point in the middle of their round. Especially on those 18-hole rounds, it's pretty much a need to have that, but it definitely helps get us through. So we ask that everybody contribute with that. You can start bringing those to me at the week of tryouts, or you can wait till school starts. I know it's a ways off, but get it to me at some point, and I typically will kind of stockpile these in my classroom, and then I'll put it on ice before we head to the golf course, and we have that. So with that in mind as well, fellas, make certain that you have some good fuel food. At some point between school and matches. You guys know school lunch is served, and then we are on our way to the golf course, and we have our match. It starts at 4. You might not get another chance to eat until after 6:30 or so. So, if you want to throw a box of granola bars in your bag, something like that, a good idea to have that. Some fruit, bananas and apples are great options as well. But anyways, parents, you can kind of help your son out with that as well. I have another note in here about for under the refreshment thing. On Tuesday, August 9th, we will be hosting our invitational. This is the second year that we'll host an invitational, and I've asked that every player, every family brings 2 dozen cookies for that event. We really try to make this a special event for the players and coaches that are coming. Last year was a great success, and this is just a little extra thing that kind of can make our event kind of stand out. And so just if you can get 2 dozen cookies to the golf course by 8 or 8:30 on the day of the event, that will be wonderful. Okay. I have a note here about golf balls. We can get team golf balls at a good price. Arrowhead will put this order in next week, so I have to have these orders in by July 25th. You see the price range there. You can decide if you want balls. You don't need these. You don't need to do this. But if you would like some Titleist balls, if that's the type of ball that you play, you will not beat this price. Plus, it will have Lorme Golf on the ball as well. So the Pro V1s and AVXs are $41. You see the price list down on the document. Get your order to me by Monday. You can get the checks to me when the season starts for tryouts or whatever, and checks will be made payable to Fort Lorme schools on those. I have my contact information there. Aaron Turner's contact information is there as well. We also use the Band app. That's the primary role of primary way I'm going to communicate with the players and parents. It's one place where everybody has everything, and so I use this for the teams that I am involved in. If you are on social media, I am active on Twitter, and I provide updates on the golf season at FL Coach Turner, so be certain to do that. Erin's on Twitter as well, and she'll post her JV results and updates with that as well. The last page of the document that's shared has our schedule. I thank Erin for putting this together. This is a nice streamlined way of doing it. You can see that the tryouts and practices begin right away on August 1st. Our tee times are listed there. We will play 18 holes on the first, 18 holes on the second, and then we'll play 9 holes on the third, and we'll have a player meeting after the final round on Wednesday, and I'll pass out golf bags at that point as well. The team will be, the varsity roster will be determined by tryouts, as will we have 6 new team bags and 6 of the older team bags. And the 6 best scorers will get the 6 varsity bags, and then those 6 players will be the varsity golfers for at least our first 2 matches. Beyond that, it will be my call if I want to move some things around and give some other players an opportunity to play varsity matches and give opportunity for somebody to work up into the varsity rotation. That's my decision as a coach. It may or may not be determined by score. It could be determined by a number of other factors. But as you can see on the schedule, things move very quickly. We have 6 events within the first 10 days or so of the season, and 5 of those are 18-hole events. So things move very, very quickly in our sport. So hopefully we're ready. What I've seen this summer, I've really liked. The guys have been ready to go, and I'm excited not only for our varsity team but also for the JV team. I'm thrilled to have U5 incoming freshmen. I like what I see. There's a lot of potential. So I'm very excited for the prospects of this season, but also what's going to be coming ahead in the next 2 or 3 years beyond this as well, as I see that we've got plenty of talent and ability there. I just have the note, once we get to the start of the school year, practices become pretty fluid. It's hard to know exactly what the availability will be at the course. Just know and understand that it's important to be flexible. With having the 5 freshmen, we will have to figure out some rides and getting our players out to the course. Typically, the upperclassmen are good about helping get the underclassmen to our practices, but that is something that just kind of has to be worked out. So parents kind of be proactive on figuring out maybe what the best option might be for your son as far as getting them to Arrowhead after school. If none of you, everybody needs to be on the band app. Moms, dads, and players obviously already are. Make certain that you have that app downloaded. Communication is done with that, and that's our primary way of getting a hold of everybody. So make certain that that's taken care of as well. All right. I'm excited, like I said, about the season. I know we've got 12 great young men to work with. Aaron and myself have been, this will be our 15th year in coaching together. Actually, and Aaron's been doing it longer than I have as an assistant coach. So, we feel like we've got a good handle on what works out at Arrowhead, and really excited about what we have to do this season. So, look forward to seeing you guys out on the course here soon. That goes for the players, but also parents. When matches get underway, look forward to seeing you guys out there as well and enjoying our games. So enjoy the rest of the summer, and we'll see you soon on the course.